two. Randall pops out the other side with a car length in hand. From Cam Waters, Will Brown a nice start up into third position. David Reynolds dropping back into fourth position, and they're already concentrating on tyre temp.
The initial jump was far better by Cam Waters, but the secondary part of the start was very nice by Thomas Randall, and they made contact together on the way in to turn one and turn two. Was that a little mistake there? Randall has run wide there by himself. I just thought, I must have missed what happened on the exit. But Cam Waters has been able to get by. A mistake immediately by Randall.
I heard him on the radio, and he apologised, and we've got someone wild and off down here, and all sorts of strife here for LeBrock.
It's Cam Hill.
Oh, sorry, Cam Hill. I beg your pardon.
What happened, man?
Did you get a bump from behind, or?
Don't know.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that for you. So have a look at the margin that Cam's been able to open up. So it's strange what's going on down there at the end of the back straight at turn 6.
Brody trying the big long run around the outside. The problem is to put you on the right-hand side. So they all now form back into a single file scenario. Oh, there's going to be contact here. Gee, that was close. Ryan Wood and Richie Stanaway were trying to outdo each other for track position through the fast right, and they got away with it. It was a hold-your-breath moment for those two guys, but they got away with the two Kiwis. On board with Cam. Little bubble there on the left-hand side. You just see the bump that I spoke of just there. The two cars just make light contact together. They gave each other room on the exit. A little bit of wheel spin there by Cam Waters coming off 2. And then this is by himself.
So he's just run it wide down here at the hairpin. See that image down on the bottom right-hand corner? That's a live image. Unfortunately, as we see Randall run very wide, he's lucky he didn't end up in a worse position as a result of it. So Reynolds is in strife. I watched his name tumbling down the board, and now he's stranded, and it's triggered a safety car. So I am imagining that there may have been a helping hand in that, but we're going to come back to that to obviously understand more about it.
Okay. Oh.
There, so it looks like that ended poorly, as it did in 1993. So David Reynolds will not be entirely thrilled about whatever's gone down there, nor will the fella that owns the car. So is there more to the story? We'll try and find out as much as we can. There was a vigorous battle going on between Brode and between David, and he's stranded down there. They can't move the car at the moment, hence the reason for the safety car intervention.
Yeah, Crompo, this is about to get awfully busy in pit lane. Pretty well everyone out here with double sets of tyres out. We're going to see a lot of double stacking here. Use this opportunity, but wow, it's a long way to run now after you do your one compulsory pit stop on 2 rear tyres.
Is it ever?
Gee, that blows me away that they're going to do that so early.
So we're in that window. Remember, it can happen from any time after commencement of lap 5, and people are choosing to, in this case here at Tickford, double stack. So there are seconds that go by in that process. Oh, is Thomas going to get out in front of Bryce? He did by the tiniest of margins.
And we're hearing Waters was going to go with right-hand side tyres, but ended up going with rears. So there's lots of chat on the radio on the way in as to what the policy was going to be.
What's going on here with Brody?
Yeah, Brody Kostecki has just had quite significant contact with Mark Winterbottom as he was exiting the lane and Winterbottom was coming in. He actually was stalled because he was parked up behind Jack LeBrock, so it was just a calamity of what happened with these fast pit stops.
Okay, so we're watching the replay now. Oh, he's launched straight to the right rear of Frosty. So for Team 18, what a day. What a day. So they've had Reynolds up in third position, who got stranded and has now been released from turn 4 on the inside. Meantime, his teammate Mark Winterbottom coming into the lane, and Brody Kostecki make contact as Brody departs.
Go.
So Matt Payne into the lane right now. I had a very quick word with David Couch. He said, was that intentional? He said, yes. I said, why? He said, everyone's doing 80Ks. What does it matter? So that's the thinking at Penrite Racing, was go around with the 80K rule, pit a lap later, avoid the stack.
Got it. So he's in now. So that's the whole field with the CPS out of the way. So this is a bit more of the information that we needed to see just in relation to what happened between Brody and David. Thomas heads the field now with Will Brown, championship leader, tucked in behind him under the rear wing as we get cracking once more from Randall, and then forward, and then Feeney.
It's a bad restart, Thomas Randall. Down the inside, Feeney with forward. That was close. And then actually somebody else has just been able to sneak by. It's actually Jack LeBrock on the other side. So the contact there with Feeney and forward has just put Brock now on the outside leading into the hairpin. Brock's now trying to run down as deep as he can to maintain that position. There's no road there, and they've been able to come off turn 4 without making contact. Nice driving. Now they do make contact as they play dodgem cars at 230k. So he's showing, or continuing to show good pace. Oh, 2 cars off the road here now, and then be another car. This will be another safety car.
Yeah, so it's continued. Love and Evans.
Safety car boards and flags, safety car boards and flags.
Got together at the other end of the racetrack. We looked at those replays before. We looked at the replay. So he's going to be stuck down there as Brodie does another scenic tour of pit lane.
4, 3, 2, 1. Safety car pit limiters should be engaged.
Okay, so this is a much bigger one. So that's a lot of damage on the rear of that SCT logistics entry. But here's a bit more of this story. So that's unusual. So contact between Love and Evans, sending them both into the gravel, and in the case of Jackson, it's got him up in the concrete wall, and I think Aaron scampers out the other side.
Oh, so it just hasn't given him enough road. He probably didn't know that he was right there.
Be a hard spot, a hard place to see him back in that sort of left quarter view. So given that Mark Larkham raised the point before about the length of time you're going to spend on tyres, and you did as well, any relief for the tyres at this point is going to be good news for them, because we've not done anything like the potential distance that some might try to do here, some might not too. Cam Waters in control from the championship leader, Will Brown. Our pole man, Thomas Randall, is next. It's a fine performance so far from Bryce Forward. He's in the mix with Jack LeBrock. Third in the championship, Brock Feeney. And second in the championship, Chaz Mostert is 7th, then Heimgartner, Slade and Wood. We go racing once again. Green flag as everybody tries to get temps back up and gets on with the job. It's also an opportunity in these opening laps after a restart to try and pull a move. And so look for them in the background here as they make the run up towards turn 4.
Forward now trying to put a move on Randall. He was very close there in the braking area. Jack LeBrock, who's got Brock Feeney right in behind him on the main straight there now. So just check out where Feeney lands. Feeney's looking down the inside. Jack covers. Mostert trying to ascertain where they're going to go and how he's going to capitalise if the two of them make contact through turn 7. They're able to get through there nice and cleanly.
You can also clearly see what the preceding car's doing as well. So there's a couple of strengths that Thomas has got at the moment. He's about to use one of them. Oh, that's a little bit awkward, but he's given him a thump. If he profits from that, he can get a whack from the umpire. He's got to be very careful. They're leaning on one another pretty aggressively here all the way up the back straight. So the aggro continues. It's serve and return of serve all the way up here through 5, and it continues up to turn 6.
Will's probably going to give him a bump now. He does, and he pulls back on the inside. So that was tit for tat. Absolutely tit for tat, and he's running wide as a consequence. He's going to battle to stay on the black stuff, and he's actually fixed it up.
Fucking pump and run.
That's an unhappy Thomas Randall in the background. There was ag between them in Western Australia as well.
Nice forward.
You can see that one brewing from back at turn 4.
I don't need to have a drama now, and you can see Randall will be looking at this going, boys, you keep on playing like this and I'm going to capitalise, which he's looking to do straight away.
Doesn't take much, does it? And he's back in the game almost now, Thomas Randall. He was right with him under brakes.
You've got the speed, 5.5.
So you can hear the gap to the flag in the background on the team radio. So we're inside 6 laps remaining.
So there's some pretty lively radio chat here. Oh, that's going to be a big hit.
He's got him, and that's awkward. And again, wow. Now, that's highly likely to involve a penalty here for Randall.
Yeah, copy, mate, copy.
And there's damage, unfortunately, on Thomas's car. Waters out to 4.4 seconds over Brown. Forward's going to be on the podium if this continues like it is, but there's a lot of pressure in the background because Mostert now is right in here. So, wow, what a change of complexion in a hurry.
Yeah.
So he's never had a win at this location. And his best ever has been a position 3 in 2022. 3 pole positions coming into the round this weekend. But Tasmania on Sunday belongs to Cam Waters in the Monster Energy Ford Mustang by a chunk. 6.3 seconds over Will Brown. Nice work for Cam Waters. Great job for Will Brown.
Work in the last 2 weeks. Copy.
And a great performance here this afternoon by Bryce Fullwood in the Middies electrical entry. He's been strong all weekend, Bryce Fullwood, and great to see him get some reward for that effort. And pressure relief here for Cam Waters.
Well, there's been plenty of feeling this weekend in Tasmania. And the results from race 18, after all the penalties have washed out, looks a bit like this. Cam Waters, but we know he got first from Will Brown. And how about Bryce Fullwood? That's a really cool result for Bryce, and one that they really needed down there at Brad Jones Racing. Chaz Mostert pulled one out of the fire this weekend, a 2nd and a 4th at a track where they thought that it might not be all that good this weekend. So good news for their championship hunt.